Here are 5 indelible lessons I have learned from TRAORE'S TRAVAILS. Yes, Captain Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. Well, the lesson transcends not just within this time, but even far beyond these 2 years that he has been on the hot seat. Because what he's fighting for is the same thing the Westerners are fighting against, the soul of Africa. Yes. So don't think Traore is fighting for Burkina Faso. He's fighting for Africa. But these lessons, I believe that it will help us to know how to change the trajectory of our course in order to arrive at a successful African continent. One of the major lessons I've learned is that Africans are their own greatest enemies. Can you imagine some Burkina Faso, some Burkinabes are in US protesting against Captain Ibrahim Traore? I mean, is that not very shameful? Protesting against what? I guess it is those people that stole their oil, gold, copper, iron money and ran away to US. They are the people that are protesting so that Trump will not tell them to go home. And they know that if they go home, they are going to meet another, they may meet something they didn't like. So they just want, the home front to be at peace so that Trump will not tell them, okay, carry your bag, Gaia, and go. Oh, well, patriotism. When shall we ever be patriotic? It's just lack of patriotism. That's all. Not only that, I was looking at one video this afternoon about how many, 113 or so coup plotters in that small country of less than 30 million, 113 coup plotters. And he had read about 13 or 15 of them, including a major general. I'm not saying coup plotting is bad, though. After all, he plotted a coup that saw him into that office. I mean, Traore. But he is fighting a just cause. So his own coup was not for selfish or personal gain. So why are they fighting him? Why are his brothers fighting him now? Selfishness. Because not just that they are selfish, because they have myopic mindset. Yes, they cannot see afar off. Does it mean that they want Africa? They want Burkina Faso, in particular, and Africa at large to remain in perpetual bondage to these Westerners. Okay, that's the first lesson. The second lesson is that inferiority complex is our problem. The black race. When shall we deliver ourselves from this mental slavery? Didn't you hear when Bob Marley sang? Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves shall free our mind. And he says, have no fear for atomic energy, for none of these things shall stop the times. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aloof? While we stand at Akimbo and watch? Can you imagine? Inferiority complex. The other time, I just had President Tinubu. He has gone to France again, the 7th time within how many years? 2 years. Going to analyze how he has been ruling or misruling Nigeria for 2 years. He did it. He's doing it in France. I learned that, okay, the other time it was the first lady with her entourage. They went to either UK or US to go and analyze how they will fight girl child molestation. I mean, crazy people. What are they fighting for? What are they analyzing? What are they trying to do? So Nigeria is too small for them to sit down and judge and dialogue with themselves. What are they going over there? My people will call it longer throat, akpirogologo. They haven't seen people that look like white before. They want to go and see them. Or they've not eaten maybe what those people are eating, so they want to go and join them to eat it. It's really very shameful. I'm not saying they shouldn't travel, but to travel, you are traveling abroad to go and find and discuss how you are ruling in your country. How many times has Putin come to Africa to tell us how he's ruling his country? How many times has Trump or even Biden visited Africa to tell us how they have been ruling their own country? So I think that one will take me to the number 3 item, slavery mentality. We think we are still subservient to these Westerners. We think that we can do without them. And that's why when they try to plug us into accepting lesbianism and homosexuality. And we said no. They started using our oil money that we allowed them to collect from us to fight us through Boko Haram. May God deliver Africa. It's in our hands, so yes, prayer is good. After that, what do? We stand on our feet and take back what rightly belongs to us. So enough of this slavery mentality. Number 4, we are not united. Yes, we are not united. Like, thank God they are trying to say, okay, let's stage a global protest so that Africans will arise a particular day in the month of April to protest against these threats that they are giving to Traore and all that. It's good. How many times did these Western countries, how many, oh, I want to say that when they gathered at Berlin, Germany, yes, Berlin, Germany, when they gathered there to divide us, Britain took Ghana, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, and Gambia. France took all the rest of the West African countries, including the country under contention now. Huh? When they did that in 84 to 85, I believe they were united because it was a conference. How many times how many times has Africa as a nation convened a united, is it African Union? That's what they call it now. And then they discuss something very, very important. Eh? How many times? Or if they are discussing it, what is the after effect? Are we seeing it? So we should understand that meeting, conference, symposium, colloquium, all those things are just grammar. We should, when we plan for a meeting, we should go for something that has agenda. Yes. Something that you can show for it and say, yes, this is what we discussed. And then you implement it when you come back to your own country. Not a situation whereby somebody will steal the mandate given to another person by 250 million people and he will rule and you will still give him a chair in the ECOWAS. What kind of useless democracy is that? Number 5 is that our destiny cannot be placed on the hands of other people and then we'll get to our destination. It's not possible. Africa must take back her destiny in her hands. Other people have been holding it for too long. But it belongs to us. I mean, our own destiny. We shouldn't think that God will come down from heaven and deliver us. The same way he has given us the brain and the browns. Meanwhile, the so-called Westerners are not smarter than us. Yes, because it is even the blacks that are making them tick. So let's sit down and plan and ask ourselves, what do we need and can we do so that we can really take back our destiny in our hands? Okay, these lessons might not be exhaustive, that Africans are our greatest enemies, that inferiority is our problem, inferiority complex, that slavery mentality is still a mindset that we have to jettison if we are to make any headway, and that we are not united. Yes, like the United Union is united, and see how they tried to save Britain from British exit during the other time. During the time Margaret, what's the name? This lady that ruled France, Germany for 18 years. You saw how they tried, but in Africa, it's a pity. Our destiny should be taken back and placed on our hands. We shouldn't leave it at the mercy of others forever.